Glad you're with us for one final time in 2025. Time to go from Toledo to kick off the final race of the season. Good launch by Max Reeves from the pole. Cements the lead in the middle of 1 and 2, side by side behind him for third.
This is certainly a bottom-dominated racetrack right here, but you see LeVar doing a nice job hanging in there with the third running Tristan McKee in the 82.
And our champion found himself in quite the circumstance on the backstretch.
How about this traffic right here? We talk about lap traffic having issues. Let's make it 4 wide for a moment.
And Butterbean, with the four-wheel drift into the corner, keeps it off his teammate in McKee as they were catching Becca Monopoly in the 85. And that is going to be a Reese's Sweet move of the race nominee. And that may not be the last time we see these cars have to take evasive action. Welcome back to the Owens Corning 200. In trouble for the driver who is trying to wrap up third on the championship standings. Jason Kitzmiller, flat right front tire. He has just come down the pit lane with a flat tire that they've had to repair on that car, and he's not the only one. We also saw problems for the number 31, Presley Sora. He had a flat right rear. Phil, this may benefit Isabella Robusto in a big way in terms of point.
That lead had gone away when he caught lap traffic, and he was able to get through that lap traffic fairly well and put a second and a half on McKee while he was hung up behind that lap traffic as we have our race break.
It's going to be 120 laps to go. Again, next race break coming on or around lap 125. Max Reeves, the leader on the bottom, with Tristan McKee up top. Back underway from Toledo.
Huge jump by Max Reeves that time, and allows Butterbean to pull right up beside his teammate, Tristan McKee. We saw McKee have a little faster car than Butterbean in that first section of the race. Let's see if he can pitch Butterbean down a little bit and still hold on to that second spot as Butterbean gets a little bit loose off of 4.
Butterbean unable to get back to the power to protect the spot. Door banging behind him between LeVar Scott and Isabella Robusto. They continue to bounce off each other. Tyler Reif waiting in the wings. He looks down low, ducks back in line. More contact to 1.
That's not the first time these two have gotten together. Isabella made the pass after a little contact in that first section of the race. Look at LeVar fight, trying to get back to the inside.
Isabella leaves the door open just wide enough for LeVar to keep the fender down low. And as you can see on that race break, oh, trouble! Scott spins down to turn 1 and tags the inside wall hard. About to wrap up caution number 2. Max Reeves in the 18, the leader. McKee in the 82, topside. Second attempt to see a restart with this front row, and second time, Max Reeves launches perfectly.
It looks just about like a carbon copy of that first restart after the race break. See Butterbean trying to hang in there on the inside, not able to do it this time. So McKee's going to stay right in within a couple car lengths of Max Reeves.
Tyler Reif has snuck his way up in a fourth, and Taylor Reimer trying to grab a top 5 finish for the second race in a row. The bad news for Max is we're approaching what's going to be our final race break. In fact, it may come at the end of this lap. So the margin that Max has been able to build up over the field is going to be erased right now. Caution number 3. And this one is for our second and final race break, not just of the race, but of the 2025 season. 70 laps to go to settle the Owens Corning 200 at Toledo. Max Reeves on the gas. Much better restart for McKee on the top lane, but not enough to battle for the lead. He's got company down low, and Butterbean in the fight for second.
Every time he restarts on the outside, he has to battle Butterbean, but it didn't take long for him to slide back in front of Butterbean. Nice job. Isabella is trying to hold on to that 4th spot.
Look at Butterbean, much tighter 1 and 2, and 2 to the back bumper for the lead. Inside as they go to 3. Reeves tries to shut the door, and there's contact.
Butterbean's there. He's on the inside. He had lap cars right in front of him. Butterbean clears him.
The crowd on his feet as now Reeves gets to the back of Butterbean. He saves the car in 1 and 2.
Reeves got in the back of Butterbean, turned him sideways.
And to the line, white flag and final lap in the 2025 ARCA Menards Series season.
Max is saying, just stay green. Let me get to that start-finish line.
2 turns to go. And from the General Tire pole to victory lane, 3rd win of the season, Max Reeves closes out the ARCA campaign in 2025 with a win at Toledo.